So, hello
Good
everyone. Good
morning.
morning. This is Jennifer Sanchez. You are watching the Wise Morning Coffee Chat Show. So, I know that as we go live, we'll introduce. I didn't promote the this episode, but y'all know I go live every Monday,
It's
so
175, episode
it's
175
episode 175.
with D.
Deetra
Yes, from
Walker
Ignite
Catering.
Catering. Y'all, let me tell you, when I tell you
So
these sandwiches right now,
yes, super excited to have Deetra here.
yes,
So, who am I? I'm the founder of the Wise Alliance Network, as well as I just realized my camera looks a little crooked, but it's all right. Wise Alliance Network, as well as I put networking events, conferences, retreats together. I'm a real estate investor. So if anyone's looking to sell their property, let me know. I buy your property 30 days or less with cash, no fees. So reach out to me for that. I'm also a mom of three beautiful girls. So super excited to just be here, and I'll pass it over to my co-host to introduce herself.
hello everybody. It's Delilah, and I am the owner of the Rock Exchange Resale Boutique on the south side of Chicago. I'm also the founder of an organization called PG31. It's a teen girl summer program where we mentor teen girls between the ages of 11 to 17. Inbox me if you have any questions. And we're actually going to have at the Rock Exchange a free prom dress giveaway at the end of at the end of April. So we will be promoting that today. So be on the lookout. We're looking for prom dresses that are gently used from a smoke-free, pet-free home if possible, but smoke-free home for sure. Gently used, so we can give it out to the girls in our community. Last year, thankfully, we were able to give away over 80 prom dresses to girls in the
Wow,
community. Yeah,
80.
80 dresses, and we had complimentary eyebrow waxing from Gracie's Beauty. It's Gracie who has a she does facials. She's an esthetician that gave complimentary eyebrow waxing from Beauty. I am Beauty. Yeah, and a
Nice.
throne chair from Amy Reyes. And so hopefully this year we're going to do it again.
I love that.
Yeah.
That sounds fun. So, who? Thank you, Delilah, for being a
Yes.
I
co-host
might
with
have some
me.
stuff in my closet.
Oh, girl, we'll
There you
take
go. There you
it.
go. So, so
Yes.
Deetra, introduce yourself to the viewers. Who are you?
I'm not as
Yes,
spoken as y'all.
Yes, you are.
yes,
Yeah,
you are.
we had a full
I'm
blown
like, I'm
conversation
listening. No,
before
I'm listening to
live.
the credentials, and I'm like,
Yeah,
dang,
no,
these are some
credentials are no,
credentials.
no, no.
I am just Deetra, mother of 8.
Amazing, beautiful children.
Amazing, beautiful children.
Wow.
6 grandchildren. So I'm a yaya
Ah,
and owner, founder of Ignite Catering Corp, co-owner of Archive Duplication Company, also a real estate investor. Whew. Most important is the daughter of the Most High Living God. That's
Amen.
the
amen.
that's the title.
Yes.
That's what I carry with
That
a
precedes
badge
it
of
all.
honor. Like,
Yes.
Yes.
yeah.
She
I don't.
she's being modest, y'all. She's being modest out here. She's a real estate investor,
Yes.
a mother of 8.
Yes.
You have your own catering company.
Yes.
You have your is it a degree in catering, right?
I
Or not
do.
in catering as
I
a
do.
chef.
As a chef, a
That's a whole
professional.
degree, right?
Yes.
Y'all, her mac and cheese.
Ah.
Her mac and cheese. I know she gave us a BLT today, which is beautiful, y'all.
We got BLT.
Yes. But
Yummy.
her, you know, her testimony, it's a testimony, is amazing. Amazing, y'all.
Oh yeah, we've been crying
So,
this morning.
girl, right before these cameras, I said my lashes are about to fall off, y'all.
Seriously, I walked in like, what did I walk into?
When you start to talk about the
Like
goodness of
I
God,
wasn't sure what was happening. I was like, all right, like some ministry and Jesus stuff is happening. Let me mind my business and set up these cameras. you know.
it was good conversation. Some good
Oh,
conversation.
oh my God, you guys hit it off real quick.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
I have a FaceTime her
Well,
daughter. I jumped
well,
on
I
her
got
FaceTime.
the joke, so I said I can't wait to tell my husband. Oh yeah, I met Delilah for the first time, and she I wasn't wearing any clothes. I didn't know. I knew that Delilah was coming, but Jen has texted. Was like, "I'll be there in 21 minutes."
Yeah.
And
Like, I
so
got
was
21
sitting
minutes to
there
get ready.
in a t-shirt and yeah.
Chonies.
And I'm sitting and I'm just talking to my daughter, and I looked and I was like, "Oh, somebody's at the door." I was like, "I think that's Jennifer's friend." I'm like, "But I can't run upstairs and come back downstairs. She might think I'm not home." And I opened the door, I'm like, "Okay, give me 1 minute."
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, but good thing I was a bridal consultant. I've seen it all, and then some.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, she seen me.
Thank you.
Yeah,
She seen
let me
me.
tell
I was
you.
like, we know each other very.
Let me tell you, because I'm a stylist.
Intimately.
Yeah, I'm a stylist. I
Intimately.
style women all the time. I
I
just had a
love
client
that.
last night. I love
I
it.
love this blouse.
Thank you.
This blouse
Wait.
is sharp.
Wait, I gotta share this story, y'all, with Delilah. So you know, she styles me, she dresses me up,
You look
right?
cute.
Thank you. She
Wasn't
it's
she
all
cute
her.
on
It's all
stage?
her.
She was so cute.
That's all her. That's all Delilah. All right. I don't have to think. She just like, here, Jennifer, just trust me. I'm like, okay, whatever. Put it on. One time we were doing this dress for an event, and I think we tailored it like 3-4 times. And it was a little like too like
Scandalous, in a sense.
scandalous, right? But it was a professional event, so we had to put some stuff in there to hide some things and
Mhm.
cups,
But we got it done.
we got it done. But at one point, I was trying on the dress, and she literally went in to like grab my arm.
Let me
I was
tell you.
like, all right, that's where we're at now, Delilah.
Let me
We know
tell
each other.
when you're a bridal consultant, if there's any bridal consultants out there, you've seen it all.
Yeah,
Like and then I have some and then some.
Okay.
that's a blessing. That's a blessing.
So y'all can hit me up at Delilah Abu if you need some styling tips. I just got a new client yesterday, and I had bought a dress. So I look at my clients and I see it, and I'm like, I know what size they are and everything. So I picked out a dress
Yeah.
before even seeing her. She looked at me like most people. They look at me like I'm crazy. Like, you
Yeah.
want me to wear that?
Yep.
She looked at me just like that. I said, just trust me.
Yep.
I said, just trust me. If you don't like it, we'll take it off. That's my motto. If we don't like it, we'll take it off. This girl says, no, that's not really my style. I said, okay, let's just try it on. She tries it on. I throw a hat with that thing. She's like, I love this dress.
That's a gift.
That's her all the
I-
time.
That's a
All the
gift.
time.
She
It's
will
a-
say that all the time. Just trust me. I'm like, Delilah, I hate those words.
But
Just
now
trust
she
me.
trusts me.
I do. Sometimes I'm like, all right, whatever, Delilah. And then I put on the dress. I was like, ain't this too kind of short? And she's always like, just show them legs. I'm like, ain't you Christian?
little
You know,
bit.
sitting there like,
Okay.
Hold on, but it's not like mini skirt. It's not.
No,
It's still
it's
tasteful.
it's
Come on,
tasteful.
come on.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. You know what I mean? Because let me scale back before y'all beat me up. So when I do, I've been around very conservative Christian women.
Yeah.
So then it's like, oh my God, that's so short. You shouldn't be wearing that, right?
Yeah.
So, but then you, on the other hand, very Christian still, and you're like, no, do it. I'm like, okay. So that's what I meant
Yes.
by that.
Do you know why I asked? Listen, people think that I'm crazy, but I'm so serious. I always ask God, and He gives me my green lights or my red lights
Oh,
on
really?
my outfits. Absolutely.
I like
Absolutely.
that.
Like, this is the type of relationship that we have.
Yes.
I'm like, it'll be a Sunday, and I'll be like, okay, well, maybe I want to do this. Like, even some Sundays, I might get up in the summertime, put on some shorts, a cute little button up, and some cute
Yeah.
heels or whatever. And then the Lord will be like, yeah, you know, you got an announcement today. You might not want to throw that on. You might want to put on your woo. I'm like,
Oh.
okay, yeah. Or I'm going out with my husband, so I got a little cleavage out. Yeah, I'm not gonna wear that here. I might not wear that out with
Yeah,
him,
of
but I'll
course.
wear it out
Of course, with
to
your
be tasteful
man.
with
with the man
him,
that
Yeah,
is
with,
right.
of course.
And so I'm always like, okay, is this okay? Can I wear this?
Amen.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
good. I love
That's
that. I
good.
love
And you know,
that. I
but
love
I'm always
that.
tasteful. The
You
reason
are
why-
very tasteful.
So we
Yes,
do the
yes.
fingertip test sometimes, like meaning I am.
Oh, you did that
The
to me.
fingertip test, right?
Hold on.
There was a whole dress. Listen, believe it or not, the dress that Jennifer had on that stage was like over a $400 dress. It was a
It
sharp
was a
dress.
very nice dress. That was a
It
good.
was.
You complimented me on that dress, and you guys might see it. I think I wore it. I just put it up on my story, so it's the black dress.
Beautiful. Amazing.
And she was like, she looks at me. She's like, "What did you tell me? Say what you said."
I don't even remember, but I was talking about the fingertip test.
Yeah, yeah.
We were sitting down. I think I was wearing a short dress then too, right?
You were probably,
And
yeah.
So wait, I'm trying.
See,
to
I was
remember
just
what
showing
was wearing.
legs. this weekend.
You're showing legs.
So that was Friday. I'm trying to remember what was I wearing. So I did. I had on the black dress,
Okay.
and so the black dress it comes like to the knee down,
Okay.
but then you sit down.
Oh,
and
of
it comes
course.
to
You
Of
can't
course,
do the
of course.
fingertip
And
test
so
and down.
Jennifer is sitting and I'm sitting, and I was like, "Ooh, mama, something, something," because I'm always going, "Ooh, a hubba." To Jen, and she said something. So her dress is like here, and I was like, "Ooh, does that dress pass the fingertips?"
She literally said
And
that.
I was like 2 fingers above the knee.
That she literally, and I was like, I don't think so.
Four.
I was like,
It's
this
about four.
this dress ain't covering much
Give
right
us
now.
A little leg, give us a
But
little
but
leg.
the thing is Jennifer has great
She
legs.
does.
So what
Thank
I
you.
do with my clients, I like to highlight the assets that suits them. Right?
Yes,
So
yes.
it may be somebody's waist and it may not be their legs.
For sure.
Right? So then we're gonna highlight their waist. So I really like try to highlight.
But that's
my client,
great.
I
I
love
love
it.
it. Like, and I thought to myself, well, you know what? Women, when they, they have it out. Do you do this one, or you
Yeah.
do the legs, or
I
you do,
think
you know?
I don't think
you
that
balance
it's
it
good
out.
to have it all out. I
Right.
agree.
Balance
It's
it out.
Like
tasteful.
if I go with like something maybe low cleavage, which
Right.
I rarely will do, like full. I
Mhm.
did full boob for my cousin's 50th, and I was so uncomfortable. My dress was beautiful, but I was so uncomfortable. Um, and that was boob and leg, and that was just too much. But if you do high waist, cover this.
Yeah,
Like,
she had a high
believe-
neckline with this dress,
Mhm,
which was very
mhm.
tasteful.
Yes,
I
yeah.
love
And
that.
and it looked rich.
It
The
was
dress,
so
she was on stage. I
She
was
was
like,
like,
yeah,
Yeah. And I was like, am I gonna go on stage this weekend? I know I mentioned it, but it wasn't ever confirmed.
Okay.
And then it was like, yeah, you're going on stage after lunch. I was like, oh, I am. I was like, oh, okay, good, perfect. I'm glad I wore this dress then.
Yeah.
But let's do this because I see people commenting and I don't want to be rude. I got people saying things up in here. So we have Liza.
Hey, Liza.
She put yes, girl. She was with us all weekend too. We have
Aw.
Sarai. She put oh wow, and she wrote that's a lot of work. I think she was telling me when we were going and all the things that you do and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
Thank you.
And then Liza wrote Ines can do the lashes. So Ines took a class on how to do lashes as a lash tech.
Girl,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna come to your house
Yes,
tonight.
yeah,
I'm
yes,
just kidding.
yeah. So my
So
daughter
y'all
can do
lashes,
lashes now.
Yes.
We have Angel. She said, "Hi, lady."
Hey, Angel. We need
We-
one
Oh,
of
she
your
was with
cakes.
us. Yeah, with the
We need
cakes.
one of your cakes
We
up
need
there.
some cake.
Y'all.
Well, we
When
were
I
talking
tell you
about
this
we're gonna have a
BLT.
party and everyone's gonna bring something, right? Oh, so so who's at the door?
We got the door.
Um,
That would be for my husband.
okay.
I let him take care of certain things.
Okay.
So
Oh, I
then
like that.
that's
I'm learning
good. That's
some
good.
things.
We should. We should.
we got a lot going on for the coffee chat
So
today.
I tell you, honey, go ahead.
Yeah, well, let me finish this. We got what up, ladies. We got Lowe's.
Hey.
He said what up.
Hello.
And then of course we have Angel. There's a difference between sexy and classy
For
and
sure.
We are
sexy and
classy
trashy.
ladies.
For sure.
We are
I
classy
love that. I love
ladies.
that. And then Angel said, yes, that's exactly how I do it. If I'm showing the legs, I don't show the cleavage. If I'm showing the girls, I'm hiding the legs.
That's right.
Or we show it all. No, just like I'm just throwing it out. Maybe. No, I'm just saying. Anywho, so let's go. I know you were saying something right now and I interrupted you. I
So
apologize.
no, you did it. It actually is a joke that one of my girlfriend I have a girlfriend group, and we laugh about certain things. So for a long time in my girlfriend group, I was the only married one,
Okay.
and then my other girlfriends were divorcees. And so 1 second, they knock him. And so one of my girlfriends is recently engaged,
Oh.
and she has a joke about married women that their wrists are broken, meaning that they don't do certain things for themselves. And so I was like,
Mm.
I take pride in having
Oh,
my
okay.
wrist
My wrist
broke.
has muscles.
So I get to say that.
I
Oh no,
want to
I
do
can't.
that.
do
My
that.
mind went left.
No, it just means I can't do it. If my wrist is broke, I can't do it. So I can't.
Oh,
pump
so you
gas.
let
I
your-
don't pump gas.
Oh,
Like, there are
yeah,
things
yeah,
that
yeah.
I just won't do. And this right here is above my pay grade.
I better
Like,
not pump
I'm
gas.
not. I can't because that's not for me. That's for somebody else.
Agree.
And so now my
I love
girlfriend
that.
that is engaged, her
She has-
wrists are broken.
Aw.
Well, I say my wrist has muscles because my wrist has muscles because I'm still single. I'm waiting
You're
for my
funny.
Boaz, so I'm ready to
For
let my
sure.
wrist.
I still don't do
Just-
anything. I'm like, I still.
Because she has her dad.
I
you have,
still.
you have great men in your
I
life.
have men in my life, and I'm like, nope, I can't do it. Let me call somebody that I know.
I like that.
Or like, I'll be like, I'll tell if Liza's still watching, like, can I borrow your husband? Not of course. Like I'm always respectful with my friends
Right,
and their
right.
husbands, right? But
The
I would never,
boundaries.
but I'm like, come with him. Just I need this real quick,
Mhm.
because it's harder. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yes,
and
it is.
I've never been that type to like, man, my sister, she'll be like, I got it, I'll take care of it.
No,
Yeah,
listen,
and I'm
you
saying,
get, I'm tired. I would love for a man to just come in and do. I call my brothers from time to time. Like if it's a
oh,
really
you
big
got
job.
brothers, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I love my brothers, and they'll come. But I'm ready for a Boaz to come in and say, "Hey, here I am to do what you need done."
Well,
And if he can't do it, pay somebody to get done.
it's a process.
Gotta pay or get someone to
It's
do it
still a
for sure.
process, because before I was married to my amazing husband, in my singleness, I would be like, yeah, I'm single, but I'm ready, to marry. I'm ready to submit. I'm an independent person because I have to be, not because I want to be. So, like taking care of my children, and I was the head of house, so I had to do these things.
Right.
And then when I got married, it was like I still didn't know how to
Let
go.
him.
I didn't know how to let him do it.
Oh,
And then we've gone through so many different journeys, and so then we went through this journey of submission, and we actually went through it as a women's group together. And what
Oh,
that's
like in
very
church
nice.
or
And we submitted to God, and it was shown, like in your married life, that you cannot even 100% submit to your earthly father if you can't submit to your
husband. Oof,
that you sitting here with. Like,
that's a whole
how
sermon.
do you? How can you? Like, you defy him, you overstep him.
Wow.
However, if that's the marriage that God
And-
anointed, He put it together, then how you gonna overstep His child
Wow.
that He gave to cover you? And it's hard. Like when I've done so much
Yeah.
by myself,
Yeah.
or
You're like hyper
before,
independent.
it would be like,
yeah, no, for
or
sure.
not even to step up to challenge, but to
Mhm.
say, I can do it. I can do it. And
Yes.
then I'm impatient. So if I say, hey babe, you're gonna do the kitchen for me, and he says yes, and then I go shower and do this and do that, and I come back, kitchen ain't done. It's like, you know what, don't worry about it. So now I'm doing it, and then he's saying, did you ask me to do that?
I would leave it. I wouldn't have touched it. I'd be like, I'm gone. Bye.
I do it every time, y'all.
Oh, listen, but
Well, let me make sure I say hi to Nick Ramos. He put,
Hi.
what
Hey,
up,
Nick.
girls? We had him on the show
Yes.
last
2 weeks ago.
Monday. Last
Yeah.
Monday, no?
Was it last Monday?
I thought it was last Monday.
Maybe last Monday.
Maybe. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it was last Monday. We
And
had
he
him on
gave
the
us this
show.
amazing coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
That
go
was
ahead and-
dark
Listen,
matter.
This is Keurig. This is Keurig.
Hold on,
Hey.
she got coffee cubes. You see these gold?
Yes, we wanted to show this on air. We didn't even
Look
go
at-
into.
you know,
we didn't even go into coffee time.
that this. We are at a caterer's house.
Yes,
If,
that's how you know.
If she
Fact.
got coffee cubes,
Look,
Jet-
I told her I don't want sugar yet until we go live because I wanted to grab a cube.
yeah, here you go. You want to grab these? Did you want
No, I want to grab it myself.
Okay.
Like I want
Oh, you wanna
to.
You- This is a prime example.
I want to be independent. I want to be independent.
There you go. Go ahead. Be independent.
You're right.
You don't have to
You're
let
right.
your
The-
wrist
Grab your
break.
sugar,
Delilah
girl.
wanted to step in for me and give me some
said
sugar,
no,
and I
this is
said
cow.
no. This isn't a great example, though. It's so minimal, but
But
it's
it's
so
so-
great
Yes.
how we are. Right? Like, no, I want to do it myself, right? But I do because I just want to play
This
with
is
it.
9-year-old Jen.
I was gonna
who
say
wanted
the
to be-
toddler. This is the toddler, but I can do
This
it.
is 9-year-old Jen.
This is so cool. Hold on.
Look at
Come
that.
on. It's a whole
What do
cube.
they call it in Europe? They call them a.
Look at that.
And she drops.
And I dropped it.
Wait, my coffee is already sweet, but let me just for the fun,
Just
of
for
it,
the heck of it.
just
You
for
know,
the fun
I
of
just
it.
always see
Just a
it,
little-
and I'm like,
gonna
it's so
get one.
cute. Yeah, yeah, it's
Oh,
so
gonna get
here
cute.
we go, my love. And
I
she
w-
got even the little tiny coffee spoons.
Yeah, so
She
cute.
is so fancy. We are fancy today.
Angel wrote, she said, my sugar, hold on.
Uh-oh.
She put my sugar is in a 5-gallon bucket. LOL. It's either or.
She's a
Angel,
baker.
She's a
listen,
baker.
look
lot of
over there.
either-
Look over there,
There's like
Jen.
a either or.
Yeah, I see that. She got a bunch of
She got
stuff.
chicken flour. I didn't even know chicken had flour. Chicken flour? What
Chicken
is
has-
chicken? Hold on. We're gonna get into this coffee
No,
chat.
it's flour for her chicken.
Well,
Or is it
that-
chicken
Is there
flour?
a special chicken?
It's seasoned.
Okay.
It's
It's
seasoned.
already.
Did you know that?
No.
No, I did know.
I
that.
mean, I know you can
I-
season your flour. I mean, I knew that for fried chicken because I've made it.
That's what she is so like. That's what I use it for. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that.
Wait,
I love her so much.
did she just call me lame? She just called me lame.
Oh my goodness, y'all! Oh my gosh!
This was gonna be a good show. This is gonna be a good show. Wow.
We got to make it through. We didn't even talk about what we drink.
Okay, so-
the whole coffee.
So
chat.
this is a coffee show. We drinking Keurig coffee,
This is what we're talking about. What-
chicken flour. Oh Lord, help me, Jesus! Can we get through it? Okay, so chicken flour. I mean, coffee, right? And she gave us this cute. I got this cute little Love XO Kiss Me mug. So
I'm repping Fifth Third.
yeah,
I love blue.
and
This is
blue, there you go. And then she got.
Since it's coffee,
And-
I'm having it in a wine glass
She's
because
fancy.
we're not doing wine right now.
Cheers to coffee chat.
Is it cheers? Is there
Cheers.
something in that?
No, there's
Sugar
nothing.
cube, a sugar cube.
I would like for there to be something. in
Can we
there.
spike it? Yeah, no, I'm just no,
I don't
no
say I'm
spike
just-
it.
my
She
coffee's
doesn't
just
drink.
good.
She's like, no, I'm good. No, we spike it.
Spike it over here.
we spike
the ball.
we spike it. Okay, so we got this now. What are we eating? Because okay, y'all know
It's amazing, y'all.
Deetra is a caterer. Is that the correct way of saying it?
I'm a chef.
Chef, and she caters.
And she
Yep.
caters.
I am
Is
a
that the
chef
correct way?
caters.
Okay.
I am
Chef
a
that
chef that
caters.
does private
Events.
events. I do
Wow.
private chefing, personal. Like I'll come
Wow.
and I do meal prepping.
So what's a sous? Are you like a sous? Is it a sous chef? Is it?
So, no, the sous chef is the title.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
So don't make me do it. I can do it. But
educate me.
it's,
Yeah, we need
so
to. Learn.
in the kitchen, it's called a kitchen brigade.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's the order of things in
Oh,
the
wow.
kitchen. And so you'll have your executive chef or the chef.
Okay.
And so I am the executive chef.
Oh,
See,
Sorry, I'm the
that's
sous
fancy.
chef.
Yeah.
Is
Of Ignite
that-
Catering
is that
because
well-
it's a
amazing?
small company, but in a regular kitchen brigade, you're gonna have your executive chef, your sous chef, and then you're gonna have your grillardon. It's French, so that's your grill.
Gris
Oh,
Grillardon.
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 You
I'm
have
not even
your
gonna attempt it.
pâtissier, which is what Angel
Pâtissier.
would be. She's a pastry chef. She does
Patissier.
all of the
Pâtissier.
cakes and the good stuff.
What a
You
patissier?
have your garde manger. Your garde manger is
Garde
your
manger.
salad chef.
What?
There's a whole
There's
chef
a
for a
whole name
salad?
for this.
That's their station. They do salads
Wow.
all day.
Wait, what do you call them again?
A garde manger.
A garde manger. All right.
Yeah, I'm a little bit trilingual. You know, I know a little bit of
Wow.
French, a little bit of
Yeah.
Spanish.
Oh.
I-
Well,
That
she
chef conversation.
she
that's
went to
amazing.
Spain for
Italy,
right?
Was it Italy
oh, who is this? Says thank you for explaining. You're welcome.
so educate us. You went to Spain for cooking
or Spain?
too.
Was it Spain
Yes.
or Italy?
No, I went to Spain.
Oh, that's.
I wanted to go to Italy. Italy is my favorite. I believe that if I believed in past lives, that I was an Italian mob boss. In my other one,
Okay, I could see that.
You know
Yeah.
her on a personal level. I'm learning.
Yeah.
I'm getting to learn.
Yeah, I just know how far. So I'm a brat with her. So I'm a
Very
brat and I
much
like to
so.
pick on her.
Very much
And
so.
because
She's a good sister.
I'm like a little sister, so I'll be like, "You ready to get your ass whooped with spades?"
Oh my
Oh my God. Oh my
And
God.
then she'd be like, "Stop playing with me,"
And
and
listen.
and I'm like, "Ooh, it's getting her mad." So it kind of like I kind of pick at her some
Oh,
more.
that's
So
so
so we
good.
play spades
So,
together. You know, we've played
yeah.
spades.
Yes.
So
and
um,
talk smack to each other and stuff like that.
yeah, we do.
So Ignite Catering. How many years have you had Ignite Catering? And
Oh wow.
that's a long time.
Well, so I had another catering company prior to Ignite Catering, and that one was called DJ's Alimento Amino. And that's because
Oh,
I
Wow.
loved Italian so much.
It meant DJs. My children at the time were DiMaggio and Jamal. And so it was DJs.
Oh, very cute.
Alimento Amino meant food for the soul in Italian.
Oh, I love that.
That's
Um,
amazing.
Since then, that was way back
It's evolved.
before. Yes. So then around, oh my God, 20, no, 15 years. So yeah, it's been about 15 years that I was like, fire igniting. The
Oh,
phoenix
ignite,
coming
yeah.
into something new, transitioning,
Mhm.
dying to come back as something new
Mm.
by means of fire. And you have to ignite the fire. So you
Yeah.
ignite things and then the tongue. So I like to experiment and I like to introduce new cuisines to people.
Amazing.
And so that is igniting the tongue for me. And
I
so
love
the
that.
name of Ignite is actually Ignite the Tongue. So,
Wow.
but I always just drop that bottom part and just call it Ignite Catering because
Yeah, I
it's
love
quicker
it.
and it's easier.
No, and people remember
Um,
that.
and
Like,
that's my flame. So my
I
logo
love
is
it.
a
A flame.
purple and teal. I had my favorite aunt died of ovarian cancer, so
Okay.
I adapted the teal colors and
Oh,
everything
okay.
to
Mm.
That's
represent
beautiful.
ovarian cancer, and then
Okay.
purple is my favorite color.
Like a royal purple.
I love it. Yes.
Isn't it beautiful? Like
Yes,
she
yes.
walks in royalty.
Yes.
Yes.
Ignite Catering has been around for about 15 years. We've been legitimate and on paper for ooh, 6 or 7.
Oh, that's awesome. I remember trying the mac and cheese.
Well, I want to ask one question before going
Mhm.
to mac and cheese. Brian, he said, "What's your go-to meal to cook? I need some soul food in my life."
So my go-to meal to cook, this is hilarious. It's never soul food or southern, what I would call southern style cuisine. Um, my go-to meal is spaghetti. My mother-in-law was just saying it's always fish and spaghetti for me. If I just want to throw something together, I keep spinach in my house. I keep butter. I keep salt. Those are things that I absolutely keep in my
And you
house
you
at all
must
times.
make it like from
Spinach.
scratch, and you
Mm,
make it, yeah, right.
My
You make it
daughter
good.
loves my pasta. She does not like to eat boxed pasta.
So
She
you make
lives in
your
Florida.
pasta from scratch? I
When
would.
I'm only doing it for like my husband and myself or my family, I always will do it from
We will
scratch.
come over and
Um,
try this
We
homemade
will
pasta.
come
when I do
over.
it for the
Yes.
masses,
Yeah.
like mastery, I'll make the box stuff.
Yeah, for sure. My gosh.
But that is one of my go-to meals. I do salmon.
Wow.
That's one of my go-tos. Anything like a quick Alfredo sauce because
I love
like it's things that a lot of people might find intimidating, especially if you're not. I'm not gonna say familiar in the kitchen, but you might look at something and be like, "Oh no, I can't do that." Anything that you eat in a restaurant, you can absolutely make at home, and you're gonna make it better. You know what's in it.
Right.
You don't have all of the preservatives, or you know exactly what's going on. Like even the mayo, like I buy Duke's mayo because it's the closest to homemade mayo.
Wow.
Other than me going in there and making the mayo, and I love making everything. For my husband has had to stop me and say, "Listen, babe, they don't know that you made that homemade. Can you please buy it from the jar? It's okay. You don't have to make everything homemade."
Oh, that's
But
a chef in you.
yeah, I will
And you
literally.
probably enjoy that
Yes, if you guys came over for chicken salad, I literally would make homemade
dressing.
homemade dressing. I would chop all the celery on my hands. I would chop the onions. I
Wow.
would boil the chicken or grill it.
Wow.
You know, depending on what I wanted, I would just spend a day, and it would be nothing but chicken salad.
And you enjoy that.
I love it.
Oh my
Look
God,
at
that
that.
sounds.
That's
I love that.
amazing.
You know what I do love? One thing that I personally miss. I'm not a fancy chef like you, right? Like you got the training. Like you told me the other day, I am a trained.
I remember.
What was it that I said?
I am a classically trained.
Yeah, she checked me yesterday.
I mean, you
She-
paid for that degree.
I paid for that degree.
She
I paid.
I said
I
something.
paid a whole car for that dang
Yeah,
degree. Shoot.
yeah, and I don't know what I said. I don't know if it was because like you make jibarito sandwiches because I'm excited for jibarito sandwiches, you know, and she can make it.
I was gonna make them for us today.
But this
so-
is great.
The-
I can't wait.
Well,
to try
this
to
is
lick my
yeah.
teeth
What do
into
we got right
this.
now?
We have
Look how
BLT.
beautiful this
BLT
looks.
sandwich,
Look how
and
beautiful
so
that looks. She
we
cut it in
have
fours.
American. I cut it in petite,
Petite.
small bites.
Ooh.
So that we can have just a little bit of the American cheese, a little bit of bacon, spinach because it has more
Beautiful.
nutrients. And
This-
then we just have some. I was using heirloom tomatoes, but these are plum because I didn't have any more heirloom tomatoes. Jen and I have mayo, and then Delilah has Miracle Whip.
Y'all. Don't judge me. I love Miracle Whip.
But I like a really good BLT. It's just like a crisp one biter that you get a little bit of salty, a little bit of fresh,
fire.
right?
Yeah, this is
Mm.
good.
Oh, so then I don't know what bread is what, but we have
This is amazing.
Hawaiian bread on a couple of them, and then we have artesian bread on one, but I'm not sure
I think
which
this
is
is.
which.
I don't know. It's good.
I'm not sure which is which, but that's
Hawaiian
just
bread is
sweet.
thick, right?
Isn't
No,
it
they're
sweet?
they're the same thickness, but the Hawaiian bread is going to be a tad sweeter.
Let me see. I'm gonna take this.
Take me a bite and see.
This is amazing.
I'm gonna assume this is Hawaiian bread because it's fire. But oh my God,
This is amazing.
the BLT is
This
fire.
is the best BLT I've ever tasted.
Me too. I don't think I've ever had a
Oh my
BLT like this.
goodness.
Thank you.
And this is this spinach you put on here,
Mhm.
or she fine chopped this spinach, y'all.
I'm
th-
not
I-
a fan of
This is amazing.
regular lettuce. I like everything to have some nutrients in it.
You know it's good.
Butter
Fire.
toasted.
All right,
This is good.
I could be stuffing my face all day.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
I have Trinidad, who's part of our investment group. He said, "Dang it, here I'm fasting, and you guys are making me hungry."
We're sorry.
But it's really-
Sorry. Not sorry.
well, when you're done fasting,
Mhm.
the goal
Get up at
is
night
order
from Deidre.
from Deetra.
Mhm.
You know, because she does the catering. So
This
what's
is
on
the
your
best
menu?
BLT.
What's on
Oh
your
my
menu?
God.
We'll be here all day,
Oh
huh?
my gosh. For sure. I actually could do my laptop now. So I have just the classic Southern style cuisines, which are my go-tos. Your greens, your sweet potatoes, cornbread dressing, mac and cheese. I was telling Delilah about that mac and cheese today, and the fact that it just dawned on me last year that I've been making this mac and cheese recipe for over 30 years.
That mac and
That
cheese
you
is
know is
fire.
good. If
I've
it's
had
at a
it.
whole festival,
The
She has it at the Bellwood. What's the Bellwood?
Bellwood Festival this year is going to be August 9th, 10th, and 11th.
we will be there.
It's right at the village.
And when I tell you, she had a whole line. You know it's good when there's a stand and there's a long line. You know automatically that it's
Thank
good stuff.
you.
It's good stuff. The bacon is even perfectly crisp. So what are like customers' favorites? Like what do people typically and what is the time? So if they wanted to put in an order with you, Deidre,
Mm-hmm.
what's the time frame you'd prefer? How does that work?
So I'm on DoorDash.
Get out of here.
Mm-hmm. I'm on DoorDash.
Yeah, if you have a
And,
midnight craving.
Yes. And so on DoorDash, you can just go on the link and search up Ignite Catering. Again, I'm the one with the purple and the teal
Flame.
flame. And on that menu, some favorites are, of course, the mac and cheese. Oh my God, my jerk. They love
Like
my
jerk chicken?
Jerk chicken.
Do you make jerk shrimp?
I do jerk shrimp. I do
Ooh,
jerk
yum.
catfish. I
Wow.
do
Wow.
oxtails. I've got a Jamaican brown stewed chicken on my
Mm.
menu.
So has a nice kick to it.
Hmm
Excuse
They love my peach cobbler.
me. You do peach cobbler?
Girl.
You better stop.
Girl, you came on the wrong day.
Oh my gosh.
You should have
I
came when
will
I had
drive.
stuff prepped up because I will feed you all day.
Oh my goodness. I love peach cobbler.
It's the best. It is truly the best.
Oh, we got to do another coffee chat just for
Let's
that
do
peach
it.
cobbler.
Let's
Just
do
for
it.
that peach cobbler. Let me tell you.
I will spend it. So I'm gonna tell you guys. So my sister is coming in town because I lost my godfather.
I'm sorry.
So my sister's gonna be in town Wednesday.
Okay.
And so this is nice to let you guys know. She is called the Blind Chef in Atlanta. And she has like a large clientele, beautiful people that she cater for, like Atlanta, Chicago public school systems, a whole bunch. So while she's in town, she goes to me. She says, "Sis, can we collab while I'm in town?" And I was like, "Absolutely." And so Ignite Catering is going to meet the Blind Chef. And we are banging out some menus this Wednesday and this Thursday.
Oh my goodness.
And I mean, our mac and cheese, ours. So,
so it's going to be really good.
Man, these greens, we got greens on the
I got to
menu.
put in my order.
We got jerk chicken on the menu. We're doing on Wednesday, we're doing wings and wings and fish with French fries. We're keeping it simple because that's when she's flying in. On Thursday is when we're doing ribs and jerk chicken and greens and sweet potatoes. And
so they can order
macaroni.
this on DoorDash.
We're gonna put it up on DoorDash.
Okay.
And it's going to be one of the specials at the top of the DoorDash menu. They can also call us and pre-order. We're going to encourage more pre-orders.
Okay, pre-orders.
We're going to.
Well, I'm going to pre-order right now.
All right.
So yeah, where can they?
She like right now.
Right now. Where can they pre-order at? Is it a phone number or?
So they can pre-order at 773. Just shoot me a text or inbox 773-885-3115. And I'm also going to give my sister's number because we're going to have it going. We are going to have it going.
That's exciting. So you're going to have ribs, mac and cheese.
Ribs, mac and cheese.
Is cornbread going to be on the menu too with that?
Cornbread is going to be on the menu.
Okay,
and let me tell you, so this is what's funny. And this is why collabs are always great.
Okay.
Because my sister, I'm like, listen, I'm going to get in and get out. And my sister is like, "No, sis, we have to do cornbread muffins. No, sis, we have to do this. No, sis." Like, she's that person. And so if you think about it, it's going to be there. When I say we're going to have the peach cobbler on the menu. And we're going to have fresh baked chocolate chip cookies. Fresh baked brown
with
butter.
Oh, brown
chocolate chip cookies.
No, I've never tried that.
Oh, honey. I'm gonna try to get you one before you leave.
Oh my goodness!
Because I keep cookie dough. I make cookie dough.
You know how you saw how quick I broke my neck right now.
You see how quick?
I'm like putting the phone number right now, and I heard, "Are you gonna try right now?" I said, "I am."
I love walnuts in my cookies.
You know what?
I can add some walnuts.
Look,
Look at this. So order this week.
For
right?
sure.
Wednesday is the wings and fries, right? Thursday though, it's like gonna be like Thanksgiving dinner: ribs, mac and cheese, cornbread. Are you listening to this menu, y'all? Greens. So take that phone number down. Order from Ignite and from the Blind Chef. They're collabing. So that means, and your sister lives in Georgia. You said
she lives in Georgia.
Food
Atlanta.
coming from straight down south.
Yes,
man,
you know it's gonna be good.
yes.
All right, so I love being a big girl. And I love being a fat girl. I love it. I love it. Look, I love being healthy, but at the same time, I just love eating. So I love these conversations.
Yeah, you smashed your sandwich.
I smashed my sandwich
It
so
was,
quick.
She barely left the crumb.
Y'all were talking. I was like, I haven't ate breakfast, but that
This
sandwich
was
was
so
the
good.
bacon is so
Crisp.
good. Yeah.
She made
So
this
good.
with love. So
She did.
So, in what prompted you to become a chef? If you know, Like, what was that turning point for you to say, hey, you know what?
My husband,
Your
I
husband.
give him so much credit, but
Oh,
I
I
have to
love
give
that.
credit where credit is
Mhm.
That
due.
is so cute.
I love it.
That man, I love that man, but
Oh, my God,
he had to pull some things out of me.
Mm.
I've cooked my entire life. Part of my story is that I've cooked since I had to pull a step stool up to the stove, and my mother
Wow.
would let me. My aunt met a guy, and she was dating him, and I wanted to make them omelets.
Oh.
And so my mom got me everything I needed, and I pulled the stool up, and I called my aunt, and I asked them to come over for breakfast. And my aunt and her then fiance came over for breakfast, and she's like, So I made them ham, spinach, and cheese omelets. I will never forget
Wow.
this. And I was a kid. And I fed them. They ate. When they came back, they bought me a motion Barbie doll. And I remember
Oh.
it like my Barbie would do this
Oh my
to
gosh.
move her hair. That was the very first time I cooked and got paid for
Oh, I
it.
love
and that's where the
it.
connection came in. She's like, I can make money for
Yes.
From
something I
cooking.
love as a kid.
I love that.
So,
And it was beautiful that your mom saw that gift and
she,
allowed you to flourish in that.
and believe it or not, my mom's not a good cook.
But she saw it in you.
My mom's not a good cook. So my great grandmother taught me to cook,
Excuse me.
and I learned from watching my own grandma in the kitchen.
Wow.
And so I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. So even prior to going to culinary school, I was at my husband. He had a recording studio at the time, and somebody came in and asked me, "What did I do?" You're in all these little
Right. Circles.
environments, and so people are asking, "Hey, what do you do? What do you do?"
Right.
And so they asked me, "What do you do?" And I remember saying, "Oh, I do medical billing." And my husband said, "What did you say?"
Mhm.
He wasn't my husband then. He's just
Okay.
my guy. What did you say? I said, "I do medical billing." And he looked at me again. He said, "What do you do?"
Oh.
And I said, "Medical billing. I work at West Suburban Hospital." And he goes, "Is that what you do?"
So he wanted a
And I
different
was
answer.
sitting there and I'm like, what is he hitting
What's
at?
he doing right now to
And
me?
now, mind you, right before that happened, I had just cooked for everybody that was in the
Oh.
studio.
Wow.
And they were eating my food.
And I bet they
And
loved
he
it.
said every time they did. And he goes, "So you're not a chef?" And the light went off. And I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's what I do." And from that day forward, he never ever had, like, anybody would ask, and I would say, "Oh, I'm a chef."
That's
I
right.
completely dropped medical billing
And here
altogether.
you're full time 15 years later. And then
Full
some.
time. Full
And then
time.
some.
If
That's
I don't, I
amazing.
tell people literally, if I don't cook, I don't eat.
Literally,
That's
literally.
so
That's good.
Literally, it pays
That's
the
good.
bill.
That's good. And what I really like about, I love the fact, and I shared this post last night or this morning, right? Like the whole team duo you and your hubby have. You guys have like a really nice team duo. Like I personally know you, and I personally know your husband as well, which you guys are both hustlers. You guys are both entrepreneurs. You do a lot of things for each other, and is sitting there watching. It's like, and that's the smartest thing that man did, was have you as his wife, because
Don't make me cry.
no, and I'm saying this because I think sometimes people don't understand, especially men. No offense, whoever's a man watching, but like if they don't got the right wife alongside them, supporting them in their hustle or what they're doing, it could be detrimental to their success. And I think, one of the things that I've been recognizing is like, okay, you know what? In that video that I shared, like statistically, men that have hustler women or very like high achieving women, that man's going to be a lot more successful because he has a wife that's like that.
if he knows what he has.
If he knows what he has.
If he knows what, so your husband saw that in you, because there will be men, if you're on a trajectory doing great, there will be some men that will bring you down
And
Of
try to
course.
and
snuff
be a
you
weight.
out.
Yes.
Snuff out your flame.
Yeah, but he actually
He
saw
brought it out
in
of
you,
you.
he brought it out of you. Was like, no, you're not a medical biller. You're
You're a
you're a
chef.
chef.
What? even our real estate journey, when we first got together, we were renting. And because part of my story that I'm not ashamed of, I have been homeless several times in my life. And so I've got this poverty mentality, even though I'm growing, right? And so
Mhm.
we're in this apartment, and I'm like, we got to pay the rent. 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 We got to pay the rent, right? And then he goes, and then what happens if we don't pay the rent? I'm like, they're going to put us out. We can't be here. Da, 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 da. And then he goes, can I ask you a question? And I said, yeah. He says, um, how much did you make off living in these people apartment? How much money did you make?
Mhm.
And I go, none. And he goes, but you work every day and you pay rent to live in these people apartment and they make money. But after 7 years of living here, you don't have anything to show for it.
Wow.
And I was like, well, yeah, but I need a place to live. I need a roof over my head. And he's like, and so you would rather pay for somebody else to have several roofs over their head while you struggle to have one roof over yours? This man changes. It's just like a whole different
Perspective.
way of looking at things. And so, even in our real estate journeys, the ups, the downs, it's always like, mm-mm. Because guess what? I'd rather have this than that.
Wow.
Mhm.
When it comes down to the restaurant, I'd rather own the property
Then Lisa.
than
Then
lease
lease
it.
it. Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah. No.
And how did you overcome that? Because that's a trauma response. Oh my gosh, we gotta pay this rent. How did you overcome that poverty mindset?
Mm. The Lord.
The Lord.
I kept it. I kept it. I kept it. And then some things are innate because some things are just kind of in you.
Right.
You know, they grow up with you and you don't
Yeah.
even realize that this is how you are.
Mm.
And so we left that apartment and we moved in with his mother.
Okay.
And so now this takes me back to here I am again. I'm homeless. I never looked at that I was building.
Like a stepping stone.
I felt like transparency. I could do bad by myself.
Mm.
Why am I living in your mother's house? Today, I say thank you.
Wow.
I say
Wow.
thank you. I learned some valuable things in his mother's house. I learned about she and my relationship. It's so beautiful.
I
Like it was
love that.
beautiful before.
Yes.
It just grew in a different way. It grew deep.
The roots.
And then I understood that I wasn't doing bad all by myself, but that I was tearing down a foundation to rebuild a different
Whew, a
foundation.
firm foundation.
Mhm.
That's so good.
Mm.
That's so good.
Yeah, that's really
So good.
well. Now you guys know, right? I mean, I love the fact that we're here. We were able to hang out and try your BLT sandwiches, and
Yes.
you guys heard a little bit from Deetra and her story, and her husband's story, and the journey, right? And I think that's what a lot of times people don't see. What, like, they'll see the success and they'll see what you're doing and they see how you're
Yes.
living and they're like, oh my God, how does she get all these things, or how did they
Right.
get all
Right.
this? But they don't see the behind the
The
scenes, the
tears.
tears,
The sweat.
the sweat,
Yeah,
the
sacrifice.
what I have to go through to get to this point.
Yes.
The amount of times that you're like, I'm ready to f at this and f
For
everybody,
sure.
right? But then you're on the other side, like,
That's
wow,
right.
this all made sense why I had to go through this, right? It's just a level in the journey.
Yeah. And you
But
appreciate the journey
and
too
you
with the
appreciate,
struggle.
yes, yes, and then you can
It
coach
builds a
and
different type
counsel.
of care. It builds a different type of character.
Yes.
And I do believe I heard on social media this. I don't know if he was a preacher or what, but he said an apple tree does not produce apples for itself, and a
Ooh.
pear tree does not produce pears for itself. But these trees produce fruit for the passersby to eat. So I thank
Oh
God
wow.
That's
for
good.
putting me through everything that I've gone through. And it was not for me, but it was for other people.
Look at that.
Amen.
That's
That's
amazing.
awesome. That is.
That's
That really
amazing.
is. That's a really good. You go through the
Analogy.
journey for somebody else.
That's
Yes.
So go out there and be apple and pear trees out here in the world.
Go be apple
Produce the
trees.
fruit.
Produce.
Produce the fruit. But here's the number, you guys: 773-885-3115. If you guys want to do the
You're gonna sell
pre-order,
out on by Thursday.
yes.
I
Yes.
receive it.
Yeah.
I also.
I'm putting in my first order right now.
I'm ready.
letting
You're
you
the
know.
first order. I
Right
also put the DoorDash link if you guys want to order from there. So make sure you guys reach out to her if you guys are interested in learning more. And then of course,
I
I
teach also.
you teach
What?
yes.
Like cooking classes?
Yes. That's
That would
my
be a
fir-
cute fun day.
that's my
tonight.
first passion.
Get
I
it.
learned that I love cooking, but I love to teach people to cook.
That's your fruit on your apple tree.
Oh, that's really nice. I
That's
love that.
so good.
Yeah, I want to make some peach cobbler.
I'll teach you.
Ooh.
And-
Me too. I would love to learn that.
The
We could get married for sure.
the oomph of it all. So
Well,
let me
you-
tell
you
you,
know-
really
you know
quick.
the-
Let me tell you. So it's like all over the place. But my girlfriend that I said
The engaged.
that just got engaged,
Yeah.
I taught her to cook, and she came to me about 12 years ago, and she said, I've been talking to God, and he said, in order for me to prepare for a husband, I have to be able to cook.
Oh,
So I
Wow.
need you to teach me how to cook.
True
story. She would come to my house once a week, and she would pay me. And I started from the foundations with her, literally from the foundations of knife cuts and food safety, how to store foods, how long you keep
Wow.
this, how long you keep that. The last time we were together, baby, she had quiche, she had all type of pastries. Like she took those foundations
And
and
ran
she
with it.
grew
Oh,
on them,
that's beautiful.
and it is so amazing.
Oh, I love.
I
Now
know-
she's engaged.
And now she's
Engaged.
engaged. She's a,
Well, that's a saying that Mexicans say, right? When you know how to cook, they're like, "Oh, ya te puedes casar. Now you can get married."
Yeah, and they
Ye-
say wait till man's heart is through his stomach.
Yeah, right.
another,
That's
like-
a
Yeah.
saying. I honestly, I love out of all the things that we have to do as wives, right? And even though I'm single, right now, I was a wife for 18 years, but this is the one thing that I miss is I miss cooking. I miss cooking, especially not that I don't cook for my kids, but you know,
here and cook.
okay,
You know,
I'm like, okay.
It's a misconception that chefs want to cook all the time.
No, I'm sure. Like it's
I
kind of
love when other
hint,
people
I'm,
cook for me.
I'm sure. I'm sure because if
People
you're
won't cook for me.
because they're probably intimidated. They're like,
because
man,
she's thinking to
you
be like, she's missing something. Give me
Yeah,
that.
like
give me the adobo.
Yeah,
give me
yeah.
the Lori's seasoned
yeah,
salt.
let me get some seasoning. Yeah, for
I
sure.
would be intimidated.
I
I'd be
could,
like, you
I
want me
could
to
see,
make
I
white
could see
rice?
that, right? I could see someone being like, "Oh my god, you want me to cook for you
Right.
when you're the professional, right?" But that's one thing that I miss, and it's like, yeah, I have kids and I make them, but they can eat easy stuff. They don't want, they want freaking nuggets and stuff
No,
like
but they
that,
like
right?
my arroz con gandules. I mean, my arroz with red
they like
beans.
simple. They like the
I
they do
love red
like things, right? They
beans.
like chilaquiles or enchiladas, but like
Ooh.
if I start making all the things all the time, sometimes
Yeah.
they just want simple stuff,
Mhm.
But men, they like more like they want it all.
My
That
husband
mom-
likes it simple.
He likes it simple.
My husband likes it simple, and it drives him crazy that I always want to go above and beyond.
Really,
So like right now,
that's
so
great.
I just learned arroz con dulce. I
Arroz con
just learned it,
gandules.
right? So I tried
Yum.
the first time I did it. I was so discouraged. My
Yeah.
rice still had toothy bite. I was just like, ugh. But I want to do it. I want to do it. So this is hilarious. My sister-in-law is Puerto Rican.
Okay.
My sister that's coming from Georgia is black. I asked my sister-in-law, the Puerto Rican, to give me a recipe. She gives me the recipe. She gives me step by step. My rice comes out. Ugh. I asked my sister that's black. I said, I know Evelyn gave you the recipe. She gave me the recipe. Talk me through this. I want to serve arroz con dulce with my jibaritos.
Oh.
She goes, okay, sis, this is what you do. You got your sofrito? She says,
Yeah.
listen, this is how much oil I put in the pan. Everybody's not going to put as much oil as I do, but this is what I put in the pan. Add your sofrito. Add your sazon. She's
Yep.
like, you got your color? She says, go ahead and put your rice in. Stir it. She says, put water. I use chicken stock. She says, now taste it. How does it taste to you? I said, tastes good. She's like, well, this is what your rice is
Your
gonna taste
base
like.
foundation.
So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, cool. So I add a little bit. She's like, because I love garlic. She's like, add a
Okay.
little bit. I know you're gonna add garlic, so I did. I added more garlic, and so I'm stirring. I said, when do I put the condoleezza in? She's like, you can put the condoleezza in now. And then I put it in. I'm stirring it, and then she goes, this is what I do. She says, I stir. I lid it.
Yeah.
I keep it with the foil over the pan to
Mhm.
keep the moisture in. She says, and then sometimes I lift it and I stir it.
Yep.
And so I did it the way that my sister, my black sister,
Yeah.
and they were perfect.
Look
Oh,
at that.
nice.
And you know, because if you stir it too much, it becomes clumpy.
Gummy.
Gummy,
yes,
yeah.
and gummy.
Mm-hmm.
And like my mother, she would never measure.
Did she do the fork?
No,
The spoon?
no. You know, my mother would. It's
Just
this
add
much.
some.
Yeah, this much above
Over it.
the rice, and it's it. And that's how I don't measure.
That was my kind of recipe.
No, she doesn't.
Those
measure.
are my
I
kind of
watched her. I
recipes.
watched her measure. I
love
watched her.
it.
I
That's
watch
how
her.
my great-grandma taught
Well,
me.
and that makes sense. No, see, for me, I need measuring
She's like,
stuff. But
if I'm
but
baking, then I would need
I
measure.
need,
She's
I
like,
need
"Okay."
I like measuring. That just my brain works that way. I need to measure.
I'm like, I
but-
eyeball everything.
But I love that
That makes
because
me
my
laugh.
ex-husband was not simple at all. My ex-husband wanted mole, wanted enchiladas,
Ooh,
wanted chilaquiles,
really? Ooh.
wanted. I used to do the
Green spaghetti.
yes, I used to love that.
I love
Chile,
I love
those are simple,
chilaquiles.
but
They're
and then
so
the chile rellenos,
chilaquiles.
right?
Oh,
So like,
I want chile.
so
Will
like,
you make those for me?
I would make those for you.
I
So
Make that peach
so
cobbler.
right, right. So it's like I always had to make like I knew it was always like I would come home and for 2 hours it was cooking. You know, like I knew like like I would tell women like don't bother me from 4 to 6. Like
That's a
I'm
good
making
thing.
dinner at this
I
time.
love that.
But you know now it's like dang I kind of miss this stuff. You know now that I don't have
So I
that.
need that type of structure in my life.
I would because I knew like you know the man's coming home and I was like let me make sure dinner's ready because he's gonna come home and he wants to eat right away. That's the first thing he wants to do, you know. So it's like, but I miss all that. We have Brian. He said green spaghetti is fire. Green spaghetti
What
is
is green
fire.
spaghetti, please?
It's like it's from Puebla, the spaghetti. It's a specific type of spaghetti that Mexicans make. It's like with chile poblano. They put serrano. They'll make the whole sauce. I think they even put. When I've made it, I put not cottage cheese, cream cheese in it, right? To make it the thicker, so it's already like the saucy green, like a sauce.
I'm gonna try it. You know
And
I
then
am.
and then you put the cheese on top and let the cheese melt over it. Yeah, it's fire. It is. I love it. It's my family never really made it, but I had a friend make it one time, and I was like, ever since then, I looked for the recipes, and I'll just keep making it for myself. So I love green spaghetti. But yes,
Learn that one.
that one's a good one. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Deetra, for being a sport and coming on the show today while we all, you know, here.
Yes.
Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah, and thank
Yes.
you, Delilah, for being here and being the co-host.
Yes. Hey, y'all.
And y'all know I gotta promote. We got the karaoke event, business after hours networking event coming up on April 3rd.
Chicago Works.
At Chicago Works Theater.
Yes.
Chicago Theater Works on Belmont. So people are like, "Do I got a karaoke?" No,
I'm gonna
I want to.
RSVCT my way in there.
My
So you and your boo have to come. We're gonna be up there.
I am a
singing.
karaoke queen.
Whoa,
Ooh-wee.
so you come to network. There'll be a cash bar right there. You guys can have a good time. We still have some sponsorship opportunities. So if anyone wants to sponsor, let us know. But yeah, the first tour is just networking, and the last tour is gonna be actual karaoke time. So just
People let their hair loose.
just let your hair loose. You know, I'm doing this in conjunction with Sebastian Gomez. So we're super excited to put this
That's
event
amazing.
together. So I'll make sure I share the link as well. But here's the information. Just look up I'll put the Eventbrite link. I'll post this after this show and you guys can sign up and come out and have a good time.
Karaoke is my jam.
Karaoke is your jam. So y'all better come out. It's a beautiful venue.
is.
It's a very beautiful
Exposed
venue.
brick.
Yes.
It's an open space. This would
Yeah.
be if you ever have a catering event,
That would be a great place for you
Great
to connect
place.
with. Yeah,
Great,
absolutely.
great.
Absolutely.
and it carries, it holds up to
Y'all
over
got
300
some wheels
people.
turning in my head
Yeah.
right
Oh,
now. I'm
yes.
thinking that I might just want to do an event to showcase
Yes.
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
just have people come out and network,
Yes.
but to showcase
Yes.
Yeah,
You,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know how many
I
people
like
would hire
that.
you?
Yeah,
Her
yeah.
food is amazing.
Yeah, the food is delicious. So again,
Mhm.
let me make sure I share that again. Don't forget, Chicago Theater Works. It's on Belmont and
Yes.
Southport,
It's
April
It's April
3rd.
April 3rd.
April 3rd is a Thursday night. 6 to 8:30 is networking. 8:30 to 10 is the karaoke
Awesome.
time. Cash bar, y'all. So make sure you guys come out. We have Stacy Ellis. She wrote, "I'm ready." So
Come
she
on,
ready to come
Stacy.
out. So come out and network, meet
And
some people,
sing.
right? Have a good time. And yeah, that's where we're at, you guys. So
All
again,
right.
thank you so much. You guys
Thank
have an
you.
amazing day,
It
everyone
was such
watching.
a
God
great
bless
time.
you. God bless everyone on TikTok over
Yes.
there. And you guys have a great
Bye.
rest of your
Guys.
day.
Bye,
My
y'all.
sister said yes.
Yes.
You gonna come out, Roy? Come on out
Come on,
and karaoke
come
with us.
karaoke.
Come.
Yes, it'll be